YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Berkeley Stevens and you're watching YCN coverage of girls varsity field hockey. We're in Newport, New Hampshire again as the 8-1 Tigers host the 6-4 Cougars. The Tigers have won 7 straight dating back to September 6th, and the Cougars are hoping to get back in the win column after dropping a game 0-2 against Mascoma last week. Usually a pretty good game between these two teams. They've played twice in the last 3 years and they've split those games 1-1. We're going to have the opening touch just after this short break. Stay tuned.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
And welcome back, just moments away from the start of this game here between the Cougars and the Tigers. In this Lakes Region local rivalry, the captains head to the center for the coin toss to decide who's going to get the opening ball here. I will be honest, this is my first field hockey game, but I consider myself an armchair expert after the amount of YouTube videos I've watched. I should be able to guide us through this one okay. I'm certainly going to do my best for you. Always love doing Kearsarge games and Newport games. I'm a Kearsarge graduate myself, but I feel like every time we're in Newport, they're never playing Kearsarge, and I'm always a homer for Newport, so whenever they actually end up playing each other, I always feel happy because I get to root for everything that happens in the game. And especially watching field hockey, I'm not incredibly well versed, but I'm hoping to call some highlights for you. As plays go on, I know a lot of the spectators as well aren't going to be quite familiar with the amount of whistles that are going to be blown, but hopefully I can aid in explaining why they're being called, what's going to be the result of those things. It's similar to hockey and soccer. If you're familiar with those two sports at all, you can get a penalty and be headed to the penalty box for a few minutes so your team can be a man down. That's going to be something to watch out for, as well as where you can score from. Greg has told me time and time again that you can only score from inside the circle, but if a player shoots from beyond, you can always deflect it if you're inside, or if it hits off a defender and deflects in the net, that's a good goal too. So there's a lot of confusing things. I'm sure there's going to be some confused fans today as well, but hopefully we get through this one okay. I believe the coin toss was just decided as the officials are going over the final ground rules here. Minding the goal today for both teams. For Kearsarge, it's going to be number 55, Luna Landers. And then in net for Newport is going to be Bree Robertson. Talking to the coaches before this game too, Newport, they only have one substitution, so they've been trying to find where they can move around their most flexible players and get the most out of their team. They're just trying to keep everyone healthy. And when she told me that, I was looking down on the paper, like, how do you have this kind of team and you're 8-1? So hopefully we get to see who shines the brightest on this Tigers team. They've clearly got some superstars in this division. Kearsarge is going to have their work cut out for them, but they are a defense-first team, it seems like, from their games gone by this season. They may be able to battle pretty well with the Tigers in this contest. I'd like to take this moment to thank some of our sponsors today. Our lineup consists, as always, Echo Communications, HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, LaValle Middleton Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and additional support from North Cape Design Build. Please do your part and thank them as well for making this local sports coverage possible. We've had our hands full. 4 games over the last 5 days, 4 days. Yankee Cable Network has been busy all over the state, from Fall Mountain to Newport to Kearsarge. Seems like we've traveled everywhere recently. So thanks again to our sponsors for helping make that all possible. We are ready here. Kearsarge is going to be starting this one from center field. This ball's got to roll backwards before it can go forwards. "15-minute quarters. Clock is set, waiting on the whistle. We're just about ready to go. And we're off. Haley Hill drops this one back. And the Cougars trying to control here from their own end. Turned over now as Newport get their first possession. Ella Dumays brings this one down. Still now inside the circle, could strike from here, tries to center one in. Bit of a cluster and finally a shot. And a whistle blown. Good opening look there for the Tigers, who wasted no time. Kearsarge in return trying to lob one down, but that one is turned over. Dumays gets this one, trying to enter the circle. Passes inside to a teammate. Sorry, this is Dumays here. She's in tight to the goal, has to find a way to get this one on the flat side of the stick. Always tricky when it's on the backhand like that. Couldn't quite scoop it at that sharp angle, and now Kearsarge has it, and they'll try and transition out. Nice deflection there by Stella on the Tigers. Pauses the play here for a Kearsarge free hit. Jasmine Lee looks downfield. Tried to feather that one near the sideline, but it's out of bounds, and the Tigers will have the ball back. Tanya Sanchez here, ready to take this free hit. Tries to fire one downfield straight into the center, but the Cougars are able to tip that one. Still a 50-50 here, heavily contested. Goes out of bounds, may have been off the foot of a Tiger, I believe it was. Jasmine Lee brings this one back for the free hit. Nice lob pass down to midfield. Tigers take it, whistle blown, high stick is the call.
Right back to where the team is.
Tanya Sanchez's sharp hit is intercepted by the Cougars. Here they come, going down the field. It's blocked off right at the top of the circle, but the Cougars have it again. Another whistle blown here. This time it was just obstruction. The free hit quickly taken. Cougars have it back, trying to send this one into the corner, but it deflects toward the center. Still moving down the field. Now it's Peyton Blackington trying to make her way inside the circle. Obstruction called here. It's going to be the Tigers just beyond the hash marks. They can move directly forward with this, and they'll try to. Dribbling in now. Ball is brushed to the outside. And now the Tigers get to draw up a game plan here. Should be headed to a penalty corner. Near side by the goal. This has to exit the circle before the Tigers can re-enter and shoot. Peyton takes the corner. It's out to Maddox. She passes it along into the center even still. That shot goes just wide of the net. Here's another look at the penalty corner. You can see the Tigers just trying to move this one left to right. Get as good of an angle as they can on goal before the shot comes in, and a nice little backhand reverse. But it's just wide. You can see the other attacker just waiting right by the post to try and get that last second deflection. Now it's a battle in midfield. Cougars wasting no time on the free hit. They try and go forward, but the defense on the Tigers stands tall for the moment. Cougars nearly intercept that clear, but it continues to move down the pitch for the Tigers. They'll have to move this ball back a tad. Tanya tries to slap that one down into the near side corner, and it just goes over the line there. Maddox Lovely almost caught up to it in the nick of time to keep that offense alive, but Kearsarge will have it again. Entering the zone again is the Tigers. Inside the circle, maybe a forehand shot here, wide right of the net. Another good chance, though, for the Tigers. Here's another look at that. Jasmine McNamara coming into the zone. Had the ball on her shooting side, just too sharp of an angle. Whistle called here. The ball into the feet of Tanya Sanchez. Kearsarge again quickly taking the free hit, but it's another turnover. Katie Sharon has it into the zone. They come, and maybe a scoring chance here. Spinning is Peyton, trying to get this one on net. The Cougars break up the play. It's still alive, though. Peyton Blackington to the top of the circle. Centered across, broken up again. Great defense there by the Cougars. The whistle is blown. They're going to bring this one back, but Kearsarge will still have possession. Nice lob down towards center. It's going to be a free hit here for Newport. Officials just letting Tori Wooten for the Cougars know that she has to be 5 meters, around 15 feet from where the free hits are taken. Tigers still wheeling this one around inside the circle. Whistle is blown here. And it looks like it's going to be another corner coming up. Peyton passes this one in. Nice slap shot here. Whistle blown for the high ball again, and Kearsarge will have it. Pretty good chance there. Just needed to keep that ball down. Here's another look. You can see the corner goes straight to Katie Sharon. And that lifted shot, just an issue here for the official. Oh, nice move there before the whistle was blown. Katie Sharon sends one into the center. Peyton had a chance but obstructed on that play. So unlike soccer where you might try and step in between the player with the ball and the ball, you can't do that in field hockey. You kind of have to attack with your stick from the outside of the play that the possessing player is trying to make. If you step in between them and the ball, it's going to be called obstruction. Ava Valley forwards this one down. Hits off the shin of her teammate Tori. Newport takes the free kick in a hurry. It's already inside the zone, deflected. Oh, just wide, near side. That was a beautiful chance in tight for Jasmine McNamara. Look at this. Set right off with a free hit. Natasha Carpenter just blasts that one down inside. And that deflection just chipped up to a beautiful height, but wide of the net. And now Newport with another chance as Maddox Lovely comes in. And it's a Kearsarge obstruction. This one's inside the hashes. It's got to move 5 yards to the side before they can go forward. Now it comes inside the zone. Peyton with a chance in tight. She's going to have to spin and get it on that flat side of the stick. Kearsarge trying to clear this one away. For a moment they've done it. Whistle blown. Kearsarge will still continue to press on here with the free hit. Lob pass intended for Abby Bradbury. She couldn't quite keep that one in bounds. Cougars working into the far side corner. Natasha Carpenter for the Tigers plays that one outside. That was backside of the stick there called on Tori Wooten. Another thing about field hockey, for those that aren't well versed, stick has a flat side and a curved side. Unlike hockey, where that curved side would be considered your backhand, you can never use that side of the stick. As Maddox Lovely comes crashing in on the near side, goes to the forehand and scores down low. Excellent goal there by Maddox Lovely as she opens this one, and it's 1-0 Newport. Not easy to do, the right-handed shot, dragging this one down on the near side. She cuts inside right here, and then beautifully opens up an angle to score down low on goaltender Luna Landers. Four and a half minutes left here in the first quarter. The Cougars lob this one down to start. Nice backhand flick down the field for the Tigers, but this one runs out of bounds and Kearsarge will have it back. Ava Valley bats one downfield. Leah Reeves trying to move through two Tiger defenders. She's stopped. Katie Sharon all the way downfield. This one may stop before the goal line. The Cougars come in, but as do the Tigers. Still trying to press this one. Excellent breakout here by Kearsarge as Abby Bradbury sends this one down. Gracie Foster battling here. Kearsarge taking the free hit quickly, still trying to trudge their way down the field. And now it's Tori on the outside, may have to drop this one back before they can strike inside. Excellent move there, breaks in, flicks one on net. Maybe a deflection, it's a nice kick save there. Bree Robertson gets aggressive off the post and kicks this one aside. Here's another look at that as the ball came dangerously bouncing in. Gracie Foster had it within just 2 feet of the goaltender Robertson, but she was denied. Now it'll be a penalty corner here for the Cougars as Tori Wooten lines up to take it. Ball comes in, hit across the crease here. Leah Reeve and Abby Bradbury chased it, but they couldn't catch up before going over the goal line, and the Tigers will take it up to the 15-yard line. Nice bat down there by Kearsarge. Whistle on the play, though. Stick came up a little bit too high. Hannah Fellows hits that one downfield. If you recognize the last name, she's the cousin of Newport quarterback Aaron Fellows. If you watch a lot of football here on YCN, you heard that name a lot over the weekend as Newport had a huge game against Somersworth. Rematch of the D4 state championship. Newport ended a 20-game winning streak for Somersworth. It was their homecoming game. The place was packed. And now Newport trying to continue their great week of sports here, pressing into the circle. But this one is shuffled outside. Kearsarge still looking forward with it now. Just over a minute left here in the first quarter. Tigers still leading over the Cougars by a score of 1-0. Another whistle here. It's going to be a Cougar free hit. Ava Valley tried to steal away that pass. Infraction called on Tori Wooten. This one played down to the near side corner for Maddox Lovely. With some speed, she crashes into the circle. Maybe she can get out in front again. That one just trickles over the goal line, out of bounds. Good defense there by Lily Hagler. It's going to result in a penalty corner here for the Tigers.
You want to bring your cat? You should. Oh, Wilson will go the other way. He's scared of them.
Peyton gets this one out to Katie Sharon. Katie's got it back. Stick handling here. Newport will have another chance from the penalty corner as Peyton Blackington huddles with her team to try and draw up what they're going to do here. They've done something slightly different on every corner so far. Trying to find a set play formation that works for them. Katie Sharon shot wide left in the net. Pretty good pace on it. Would have been a really tough save to make had it been inside the post, but it was just wide. And that's going to end the first quarter here, switching sides. Newport still leading 1-0 over Kearsarge.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
And welcome back. Just about to resume here for quarter number 2 between the Tigers and the Cougars. Tigers currently leading this one 1-0 off a nice goal from number 10, Maddox Lovely. Came all the way down the near side of the field. Had to somehow open up a shot with her forehand side, and she was able to. It was a nice little breakaway goal where she was ending up shoulder to shoulder with the defender. But she did come away with the goal. 15 minutes back up on the clock as we get ready to go. This game coverage being brought to you in part by LaValle Middleton Building Supply, with 12 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. They're hiring and are a great employer. You can learn more at lavalles.com. And check out Echo Communications for all of your printing and mailing needs. They're the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. And our next live game features the future of Kearsarge football as the JV team hosts Trinity Tuesday, October 10th at 5:54 p.m. You can watch right here at ycnnow.com by clicking on the live games and events icon. Don't see that in a lot of sports, but I really like what the official just did right there. A lot of this sport especially comes down to referee discretion, so I really like how she's talking to the captains just to let them know why there might have been so many whistles blown on a particular infraction. I think there they were talking about obstruction. But I really like that by the official, just taking their time in between periods to try and settle the whistles down in this game a little bit. Let the girls play a bit more as they understand where the calls are coming from. Kearsarge is going to continue moving forward here. Gracie Foster trying to send that one into the box, or into the circle, excuse me. She still has it on her stick, but she'll be challenged. And Kearsarge will have a free hit here. Pretty close to the circle. They'll drop it back to Ava LaValle. She'll hit one in toward the center. The Tigers halt it. Trying to break it out toward midfield. Peyton Blackington has it here, spins, gets it on the forehand side. Another obstruction whistle called as the Tigers continue to march this one down. That one deflected. Maddox Lovely settles it. This would make for a wonderful goal. She cuts inside, goes to the backhand, down diving. What a highlight for Maddox Lovely. Her second goal of the game, 2-0 the score. Look at that smile. She cannot believe what she just pulled off. Here's another look right off the free hit. Peyton Blackington all the way downfield. Maddox settled that one with a ton of speed on it. She settled it right at her foot, cut outside, diving down, and scored the backhand. Tough angle, beautiful reverse shot. 2-0 Tigers. That whistle was blown because the ball hit off of the body of one of the Cougars players. You can only play it with your stick. If it goes by, you can't try and settle it down with your foot or your shin, anything like that. Have to play it with the stick and the flat side of the stick. Battle on the far sideline here. Kearsarge still having possession, but this one's now turned over. Katie Sharon sends it in, deflected by Peyton, but it's going to go out of bounds. do like how much the Tigers are going for those deflection kind of plays. Opens up so many more possibilities when you can shoot from beyond the circle with attackers inside. Kearsarge carries on here. That one put inside. Great chance there for the Cougars, but they come up just short. Couldn't settle that one down. Here's another look as the ball comes in. You can see Kearsarge trying to go for one of those deflection plays of their own. Just really tough to try and spin and get the stick on it at the same time. Lily Hagler's pass, intercepted by Katie Sharon. She's shoulder to shoulder with a Cougar defender, but able to get this ball downfield further to Peyton. Whistle blown here, and it's going to be a Newport free hit again. Tanya Sanchez could just try and slap this one on net if Peyton can get inside the circle quick enough for a deflection. Looks like they're going to set up and try and attack from the perimeter of the circle first. Tanya hits it down. Kearsarge settles for a moment. Corner here for the Tigers as a whistle was called inside the circle. Peyton again huddling up with the team, wasting no time here. They know exactly what they're doing. Keep your eye on number 11. I think this one's going to Katie Sharon after it comes over to Maddox here. Finds Sharon at the top of the circle. Excellent shot, so much speed on it, but it's wide left of the net. That was a great look for Katie inside. Newport does just seem like they are really good at these penalty corners. Moving it around the arch, getting inside the circle, finding that shooting lane. On those penalty corners, you are allowed to have 4 defenders inside, so it's pretty tough to get a look a lot of the time. Almost a scary play there as Maddox Lovely tried to settle that one down, and it ricocheted off her stick, nearly hitting her right in the face, but I think it just caught her shoulder. She seems okay, but you could tell by the look on her face maybe that she knows how close of a call that was. Tigers setting up inside the hashes. They'll move this one back. Obstruction called there on Kearsarge's Gracie Foster. Tanya Sanchez carries this one forward. And Kearsarge will have a free hit here. The excellent midfield play continues for the Tigers as they get another turnover off that free hit. A nice steal away by the Cougars as they make their way downfield. Ball goes out of bounds. Hit down inside. Peyton's got this one on her stick and some space. The shot denied there by the glove out in front, and a free hit coming up for Kearsarge. Excellent denial there by Luna Landers. Peyton Blackinson had all the space in the world there, but getting aggressive was Luna in net. Good job there by Tori to create a turnover. Gets that downfield farther to the other Tori on the team. Tori Montana. Tori Wooten, number 2. Leah Reeve challenging the play here, but it's going to be Tanya Sanchez coming away with it. Her pass is intercepted only for a moment. Still jostling with the Cougars defenders, and finally a whistle is blown. You might have heard them say third party on that last whistle. Only one defender can pressure the player with possession at a time. So unlike soccer where you might be able to slide tackle and then try and step in for a tackle as another teammate, in field hockey you can only have one defender pressuring the ball at any given time. Turning into the circle now are the Tigers. Close quarters and another whistle blown here. This time it's obstruction on Newport. You might have heard the ref say that's dangerous there, and that is one of the more frequent calls in this. Up to ref discretion if the ball comes above knee height or if sticks do within 15 feet of another player. It'll be whistled down for a free hit. They let them play on there because no one was directly in line within 15 feet. So there was nothing wrong with that waist-high pass. Kearsarge will carry on here with a free hit coming up near midfield. Lob pass gets picked off. Katie Sharon turns, gets that one down to Tanya Sanchez. She'll try and square up to the net here. Defended by Ava Nolan. Tries to backhand one in, ends up centering it. Maybe a chance here for Peyton. No, not before the whistle. And I believe that'll take us to another penalty corner. Ball rolls out. It's touched back still. Now into the zone where the Tigers can strike from. It's Maddox Lovely again. On the cusp of a hat trick. She continues to pressure the ball. Almost stole it away. And another infraction called on Kearsarge. Peyton sends this one center for Katie. Her slap shot is kicked aside to the far corner, but still playable here. Maddox Lovely tried to center that one back in. Dangerous play called, and Kearsarge will take it back. Another good chance for the Tigers off a corner, though. They continue to make the Cougars hold their breath every time there's a corner called. Ava Valley tried to cross that one all the way for Tori Wooten. Tori ends up stealing that one away. Excellent stuff there in the midfield. And a good battle going on as Katie takes it right away from Tori. Sends one down to Peyton. Peyton still has a chance here. The Tigers get this one inside the circle. And a third party called here, and Kearsarge has it back. Still a 50-50 here. Players are elbow to elbow. Finally some space for Tori Wooten. She'll forward one along to teammate Gracie Foster. Near side corner. Kearsarge carries on. Taking the turn, trying to center this one into the circle. Tigers took it away for a moment. And they'll take it away still with the free hit. Tanya's hit, intercepted by Tori. Downfield, Kearsarge trying to settle this one. Ava Nolan still on the ball here, and her efforts pay off. That one tipped down. Now a ball playable for Maddox Lovely if she can keep it in on the backhand. Nice one-handed reach to keep that one in play. She'll try and angle her way inside, crashing toward the center. Has Peyton in tight. Peyton nearly settled that one down, but couldn't quite pull a shot. Good play with the cross crease pass. You can see just the bouncing ball Hitting hard off the stick, so hard to settle that one down. So many sports, I feel like soccer, lacrosse, football, baseball. Anytime you play on turf, I feel like you like it less than regular grass. Field hockey might be one of those standout sports where athletes may prefer turf. Just take out some of these inconsistent bounces. That can be so hard for the attackers sometimes. Another whistle blown here. Newport's going to get the ball back. 2.5 minutes to play here in half number 1. And the score is 2-0. Newport still leading over Kearsarge, trying to extend their winning streak to 8 games. Nice interception there by the Cougars, trying to forward this one down to the hash marks. Still pressing here, but it's briefly taken away by the Tigers, and a whistle blown here. I believe we're going to have a free hit near the hash marks. It is just outside the hash mark, so Tori can fire this directly at the net if she chooses. Moves laterally, fires one center. That one's kicked down, a chance for the Cougars still. Whistle blown in tight. That was an excellent opportunity for Tori Montana. It's going to send us to a penalty corner for Kearsarge. Haven't seen them take many of these yet, but look at this. Chaotically bouncing through, and Tori had a good chance in tight. Great defense, though, by Tanya, going down into the splits to help make that stop. Tori Wooten to take this. She'll take it out, top of the circle, slap shot denied there. Tanya Sanchez trying to make her way up the field. That one's turned over. Ava Valley tried to lob that one down. Refs call it a dangerous play, and Newport takes it back. We're in the final minute of the first half. I think this is the hardest the Kearsarge offense has pressed all game, just in the last 2 minutes. Little tomahawk chip downfield, but it goes out of bounds. And Ava Valley will take this one from the sideline. She's got Tori Wooten open in the center. That's where she tried to pass that one to. It just bounced right over Tori's stick. Now the Cougars trying to settle and turn. Good pressure by Peyton, but she steps inside. Obstruction called. Shuffling this one straight into the circle. A turn, a shot, a save, and the rebound is batted in. Tori Montana scores with just 4 seconds left in the half, and it makes it a 1-goal game. Here's another look. Look at this one, just flicked into the zone. Newport trying to settle this one. Good save there by the Tiger defender, but right spot, right time. Tori Montana puts it home. This is a really good tester game for the Tigers too, who are playing with a ton of confidence. We'll see if they can keep the Cougars at bay. In the third quarter, we'll have a halftime recap in just a few. Score after half number 1, 2-1, Newport leading.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back, folks. We're in halftime right now between the Kearsarge Cougars and the Newport Tigers in girls varsity field hockey. The Tigers are leading this one 2-1 with 4 seconds left in the first half. Kearsarge got an awfully faithful bounce going right across the crease, and Tori Montana was there to put it home to make this one a 1-goal game for the Tigers. They have a lone goal scorer. It's Maddox Lovely. She scored a pair of highlight goals, including her second, where she was full extended, diving down, had a reverse shot that just barely found the sharp angle. It's been really entertaining so far. First field hockey game I've ever called. Happy to say it's a very close contest, and there's been some remarkable highlights. We'll have the second half coming up after around a 5-minute break. Stay tuned.
Need replacement windows? LaValle Middleton is the place. As a building supply company, most major brands are available to them. Whether your thoughts lead you to triple glazing with a glass coating, or a brand offering only a glass coating, LaValle's has the product information. LaValle's does not knowingly let itself be undersold by anyone, anywhere. Replacement windows are a good idea, but it shouldn't be a reason to overpay. LaValle's offers financing through the same sources as others. Often, buyers find their financing less costly locally and their business more appreciated. When you hear an offer of no interest or no payments for a year, you can be sure that there's a high price attached. It's a signal that you need to call LaValle Middleton for a competitive price for the same product installed. Call or visit one of our 12 locations or go to lavalles.com. Talk with a project specialist and arrange a visit for measuring and providing a very competitive price.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Intertown Record.
And welcome back, folks. We're in a good one here. Second half between Newport Tigers and Kearsarge Cougars. Varsity field hockey is underway. Tigers are leading 2-1 thanks to a pair of goals by Maddox Lovely. Kearsarge scored with 4 seconds left in the first half. Tori Montana netted one for them. Teams have switched sides. Cougars now pressing in their offensive zone. Tori Wooten gets it. She'll shovel one into the center. This one on the stick of Abby Bradbury, whistle blown. Kearsarge is going to head to a corner here. Last corner they took ended up in the goal that they scored. They've only taken 2 so far, but they've looked good on the set piece. It's going to be Tori Wooten to take this one. Sends that one far side. Intended to go to Gracie Foster in the center. That one kicked, whistle blown. Newport will have a free hit here. This one gets smacked down. Peyton Blackington races after it. Erica Sayer gets it. She'll crash inside the circle here. An open look for a shot. Has it on the forehand, but it's shoveled out of bounds. Good defense there by Ava Nolan. Tigers with almost a breakaway chance there. Just tough to settle that ball down, but they will have a corner. Peyton has been great in setting up her teammates on all the corners so far. They haven't found a goal off a corner, but I'm sure if Kearsarge keeps allowing the Tigers to take them, it's just a matter of time. This one gets centered in. Katie Sharon's shot, blocked by a Cougar. It'll be another corner here. The way this works is the defense is only allowed to have 4 players and their goalie defending. Everyone else has to be beyond midfield. Whereas the offense, I mean, look at all the options they can have. It is really costly to give up a ton of corners, especially against a team like Newport, but you can see just all the options that the Tigers have. You're only looking at half of them right now. There's 3 more Tigers to the outside as one of the Cougars was ejected from their defensive positioning. They were a little bit out of positioning, and the ref said back to midfield with you. So now the Kearsarge Cougars just have 3 defenders inside. A tough look for them as this one bounces inside the circle. Katie Sharon spun with it. It hit off her calf. She's frustrated with it. She knew that was a look there for the Tigers, but nice break by Kearsarge. As they'll chip this one down toward Tori Wooten, it's turned over. Katie Sharon has it here, moving inside the circle. She slaps one on that's going to be blocked by the foot of Lily Hagler. Another corner coming up. This one from the far side as Peyton gets ready to take it. Katie Sharon can't get a handle. The Tigers still break it inside the circle. Cougars shoveling it outside, and it will reset. So this is what's called a far corner. Right inside the circle early. Newport had a good chance there. Kearsarge still defending this well, blocking those original shots. Still contested though. No whistle for a long time. That one was battled over. It will be another corner. Penalty corners like this can happen if there's a foul inside the scoring circle or if the ball is intentionally hit over the goal line by a defender. Peyton shovels this one in. Maddox Lovely settles it, breaks inside the circle. Has Katie Sharon, has the shot, winds up and fires, and it's a hat trick for Maddox Lovely. Here's another look. Finally, Newport find a goal off of a penalty corner. Great job there by Maddox to settle. Fakes the pass to Katie Sharon. Opens up some space at an angle, winds and fires, and hammers that one home. Bottom right. Nice shot for the hat trick. That gets Newport a little bit of insurance inside 10 minutes of quarter 3. They now lead 3-1. That one hit off the leg of Leah Reeve. Newport's going to pick up possession. Cougars coming up the field with it. Abby Bradbury trying to cut inside. Challenged by Natasha Carpenter, who comes away with it. Now it's on the near side for Jasmine McNamara. Still has it on the forehand side. Play broken up by Lily Hagler. Good defense, but the Tigers still with possession inside the circle. Excellent cross and a chance there as Katie Sharon whistled one toward the center. Nice lob ball played down the far side of the field. Gracie Foster sends it down farther. Tori Montana pressuring here. Looks like she's able to steal it away and drop one back. Tori Wooten trying to fire that one into the circle. Tigers deny for a moment, a whistle blown. Tough break there for Gracie Foster. Seemed like she was playing pretty disciplined on that challenge, but the refs call a free hit for the Tigers anyway. Tori Wooten's played hard all game. She steals another one away here. Working against two defenders. Tigers blasting that free hit down. It's Maddox Lovely on the far side. Shuffling this one forward, crashing into the circle again. Cuts to the middle. It's a kick save once, whistle blown. Good denial there by Luna Landers to make that save on Maddox, who has shown how good she is at scoring goals here today. The obstruction called in the crease on Kearsarge, though, will result in another penalty corner. Newport was able to score on their last one. Let's see how Peyton can set one up here. Katie Sharon right inside the zone. That one deflected high off a hand of a Cougar, as Ava Valley shakes it out. Did a nice job there to deflect that one over the crossbar. Ava Valley's hit, settled down by the Tigers. It's in the zone here. Peyton couldn't settle it. Maybe a follow-up chance for the Tigers still. Erica Sayer and Peyton Blackinson pressuring for the Tigers offense, but Kearsarge are able to get it toward the sideline. That one hits off a Tiger body, and Kearsarge should get a free hit. Katie Sharon lines up, trying to get a deflection attempt here. That one kicked forward by Luna Landers. And another whistle blown. We're going to have another penalty corner coming up. Katie Sharon with it here. Puts one toward the goal. Peyton Blackinson can't connect. Newport has moved Maddox into the center of this formation on the corner. Expect it to go to Katie first, and she might be able to settle one in for Maddox. And that's what happens. Maddox has it here, back to Katie. The quick shot, denied by the pad. Still out in front, still loose. Maddox has it, settles, blocked by a Cougar. Still loose in front, and squelching the play finally is Luna Landers. Some chaos and a sigh of relief from the Kearsarge goaltender, as this one was in front of her for a long time. And an excellent job there by the defenders in front of her as well. Nice blocked shot there in the replay by Ava Valley. Little malfunction with the Juggernaut suit. Another penalty corner's coming up as Luna gets squared away with her gear. Tigers on the opposite side of the field this time. They still have Maddox in the center. Katie's on the near side. This one goes to Katie again. It's dropped back to Tanya Sanchez. Katie Sharon with a stick on it. She'll spin, slap one, that one. Not enough pace to threaten the net. Peyton in tight. That one kicked aside as well. Luna Landers with some fantastic footwork in goal for Kearsarge in the last couple minutes. Kicks this one away with the right foot, hugging the post to take away the angle. Katie Sharon crosses up a defender. Obstruction's going to be called here. Tigers taking it quickly. Katie Sharon once again. Whistle called, headed to the corner are we. Today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal insurance needs. Peyton rolls this one into Maddox. She enters the circle, cuts inside, broken up by Kearsarge for a moment. Maddox's shot to the far post is finally put in, and I believe it is going to be by a different goal scorer. Looks like Jasmine McNamara put that one in on the back post. That Newport offense had been so hard-working, taking 6 penalty corners in a row. That one didn't come cleanly off a set play, rather chaotically off a few rebounds, but any way they happen is good with Newport. Currently leading this one 4-1. Two minutes to play here in the third quarter. Nice defense there by Ava Valley, guiding that one across the sideline. Katie Sharon trying to flick one into the circle. Now it's Tori Wooten to try and forward it on for the Cougars. Still a 50-50 here, whistle called. And it'll be Newport again. Kearsarge break up the play. Their attempt to hit it down. Continues this offense, still moving forward here. That hit broken up nicely. Natasha Carpenter jumping into the play. She's still challenged, though. Good job there in the midfield by Chloe Doobie to keep this effort for Kearsarge alive. Final minute of the third quarter. As Tori sends one down into the circle for Kearsarge. Maybe a chance here. It's going to have to be a save. That one gets kicked high by Bree Robertson. Kearsarge will have a chance to set up from the corner. Tori's going to take this one. Kearsarge will likely try and find Gracie Foster in the center here. Tori Montana tries to center that one in. Another whistle called with the ball on the stick of Ava Valley. Newport's going to take the turnover. Runs out of bounds, just a couple seconds left here in the third quarter. And heading into the fourth, the score, Newport 4, Kearsarge 1.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
And we're back for the fourth and final quarter here between the Newport Tigers and the Kearsarge Cougars. The 8-1 Tigers looking to extend that win streak that dates all the way back to early September, trying to extend it to 8 games. Their goal scorers today, Maddox Lovely has notched herself a hat trick. Jasmine McNamara, the most recent goal scorer, pocketed one off a chaotic penalty corner for the Tigers. Kearsarge's lone goal came off the stick of Tori Montana, as she put one home in on the back post right in tight. Pretty good goaltending from Kearsarge. Luna Landers has certainly had her work cut out for her. It's been much of the Tigers' offense just relentlessly pressing Kearsarge. Bree Robertson hasn't been tested too much by Kearsarge. I think she's had about 5 shots on her, saved 4. The one that went in, she did make a save, and then the rebound kicked out, and that's how Tori Montana scored for Kearsarge. So Bree's looked good back there in net for the Tigers. The midfield, I think, is what has looked the most fantastic for Newport. It just seems like Tanya Sanchez, Maddox Lovely, Katie Sharon, those three, that trio works so hard, and they know that they can send lob passes down to Peyton Blackington, and she can just go on runs as striker and beat the last defenders for Kearsarge. Newport clearly has a game plan. It's showing why they're one of the better teams in the division. Kearsarge, on paper, it looks like they're a defensive-heavy team, and you can kind of see why. Great goaltending and just relentlessly defending these penalty corners that Newport has had so many of. As we're in the fourth quarter, make sure you stay tuned at the end of this telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, where we choose the player that had the greatest impact on today's contest. Newport lobbed this one down safely. It's onto the stick of Erica Sayer. She's challenged here. Nice defense by the Cougars. Tanya Sanchez slaps this one into the center. Maybe an opportunity here. Oh, and it ends up going in. Luna Landers at the last second tried to step on the bouncing ball, but that random little hop it took at the end is what makes this a 5-goal game. This isn't actually going to count, though. No, it does not look like Erica Sayer ended up getting a stick on that at all, so that shot coming out way outside of the circle. Even though it went in the net, no damage done. Still a 4-1 game. That was an excellent chance, though, for Erica. Play on the near side here. Katie Sharon tries to cross up toward Wooten. She gets inside the circle, bounces off her arm, but it's still alive, and a 5-hole goal for Katie Sharon. And there's no doubt about that one. Now Newport lead 5-1. And Sharon comes striding toward midfield, smiling. Look at this crossover move here to get by Lily Hagler, and then a nice finesse touch, 5-hole on Luna Landers. Kearsarge will take a timeout here to try and gather up a game plan for their offense, who has to come up with 4 goals in the rest of this quarter if they want to stay in this game. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor with over 16 years, providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service. Their mission is to deliver a remarkable experience to every guest. And HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full-service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning, along with their Muddy Paws Pet Wash and Auto Bath Car Wash. And additional support for the game of the week is being provided by North Cape Design Build. And if you or your business would like to support our programming, please contact us at ycnnow.com. You can scroll to the bottom of the page where you can find all of our contact information there. And as well, you can watch our Yankee Chronicle, the Who, What, Where, When show of the Lake Sunapee region. A new show premieres every Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. This game has been full of some highlights so far, especially in the first half, but still in the second half, the Newport offense just continuing to show us what they're made of. Very good team they've fielded this year. They were knocked out in the Final Four of the state tournament last year. Hopefully they can make a deeper run this year, maybe even win their state championship that they've so aggressively gone after with this core of players. Katie Sharon, Tanya Sanchez, Maddox Lovely. Those 3 have been such a big part of this varsity team for the last 3 years. Free hit coming up here for Kearsarge. Batted down the field by Newport. It's Maddox Lovely with it now. She'll shuffle it forward to herself. Now inside the circle, maybe a centering pass into Peyton. Ends up on the stick of Katie Sharon before a whistle is blown, and we'll head to the corner again. That far side of the field from where we are currently, that seems to be the major plan of attack here for the Tigers. Getting the ball to Maddox Lovely. Even though she has a hat trick, it really seems like she has some of the best stick handling skills on the team. Her and Katie Sharon, who has it here. Into the center, fires a shot, kick save. But the rebound is put in. I believe that's Jasmine McNamara again. Her second goal of the game. Here's another look off the penalty corner goal from the Tigers as Katie Sharon settles this one down, fires a shot that's kicked by Luna Landers, but right into the waiting stick of Jasmine McNamara. 6-1, the Tigers lead as their offense has totally trounced the Cougars here in the second half. Kearsarge was in this game all throughout the first half. It was a 2-1 game at halftime. And I think in the third quarter and now in the fourth quarter, it's just been these penalty corners. Kearsarge has committed so many penalties inside their own scoring circle, and it's just given Newport so many opportunities. Obstruction called here on Peyton. Tori Wooten's gonna forward this one along. Tori Montana gets it to Gracie Foster. She's still battling here by her team's bench. It's taken away by Maddox Lovely, but not before being turned back over. Kearsarge taking the free hit by their own bench. Kept in bounds, trying to get this one forward to Maddox Lovely, but it's going to be another free hit from the same spot for Kearsarge. Ten minutes remaining in this game as that one hits up top on a Tiger and shaken up looks Erica Sayer. She'll head to the sideline. She did pop right up though. She seems okay. The Tigers are playing with just one substitute though, so hopefully they're able to keep everyone healthy. This actually looks like it may be Maddox Lovely who just took that ball up high. Maddox currently the hat trick hero in this game for the Tigers. Walking around by her own bench, just trying to walk off the stun that was caused by that ball coming up toward her face. I don't know if it hit her in the side of the head or where, but she's a little bit rattled by it, you can tell. Right now she's talking to her coach. I believe she wants to get right back in this game. She's got her stick in her hand. If there's anyone who deserves a rest on the bench for a little bit, it is probably Maddox Lovely, but she wants to get right back in the action. Newport steal this one away. Still trading possessions at midfield, but Kearsarge come away with it. Abby Bradbury trying to center this one in. Bella Valley for Kearsarge. On the ball here, Chloe Doobie tried to get that one inside the circle. Good chance here for the Cougars. Tori Wooten tried to strike that one in. And they're gonna inch closer. Another free hit coming up for Wooten, just outside of the hash mark. She can go direct with this one. Trying to chip that one in. It is inside the zone, but I believe we're going to be headed to a corner as that one hit off of the knee of one of the Tiger players. This one hit just outside the circle. Gracie Foster tried to settle it. A whistle blown here as an obstruction called on Kearsarge, and Newport head back up the field in a hurry. That long ball intended for Erica Sayer. She might be able to get to this first. Has Peyton on her right. She walks over it. Now she'll have to center. She'll try and turn, and she actually commits the obstruction there, so it was a great chance. Turned over to a free hit for Kearsarge. Now they're sprinting down the field. That one gets forwarded along. Natasha Carpenter couldn't handle it clean. Here come the Cougars still. It's Ella Dumays. She'll settle it on the backhand side. Unable to get a shot off though as this one kicks out toward the far sideline. Tori Montana toe drags this one with a nice little button hook spin. And now it's Tori Wooten. Into the box. Gracie Foster with a chance, comes up empty, and another whistle blown. Newport's going to have another free hit coming up. Nice hit there by Natasha Carpenter, goes all the way to the Kearsarge center back. They'll play it forward. Leah Reeve from the sideline, able to keep that one in bounds nicely. Now into the circle. Maybe a chance here for Dubays. Comes up empty on the first shot. Kick save there. Still in tight. Chaos in front of the net. Shoveled aside by Katie Sharon. And to the sideline to safety. Kearsarge will reset on the free hit. 6:45 to play here in this one. Newport leading 6-1 over Kearsarge. Dangerous play called there. Newport get it back. Into the circle with some speed. Kearsarge maybe with a chance here. On the reverse side, trying to get a shot off. It's kicked out. Bree Robertson with a nice denial there on Abby Bradbury. Newport's going to keep on chipping this one down. Ball in the feet of Ella Dumays. It's going to be another free hit here for Newport on the obstruction. Tanya Sanchez trying to get this one to Haley Hill. Tori Wooten to play this one forward, finds Leah Reeve. Down the field to Tori Montana. She'll try and shovel one into the circle. Denied briefly by Haley Hill. Still has it on her stick. Spinning, toe dragging. Gets it through the wickets of defender Kylie Janicki. And it's off the foot of one of the Cougars. Nice little display of stick handling there by the Kearsarge Cougars, but they couldn't get any shots out of it. Final 5 minutes. 4:45 to be exact. Update on Maddox Lovely on the sideline. You can probably see her there balancing that ice bag on her head, talking to her teammates. Likely sit out the remainder of this one in the 6-1 game. Tora Wooten trying to steal this one away inside the circle. Katie Sharon with a nice steal. She'll make her way into the circle. Tries to forward one to Peyton. Maybe a deflection chance there. It's a rebound knocked loose and a whistle blown. This will be another penalty corner coming up here for the Tigers. Peyton takes it, gets it to Tanya Sanchez up top. She tries to fire one in. That one's denied. Has it back on her stick here in the center. And it's denied again. Nice job there by Kearsarge to break up that effort in the center. Jasmine McNamara in for Katie Sharon. Broken up by Kearsarge and funneled to the outside. Katie Sharon comes in and shoulder to shoulder. Another infraction called on Kearsarge. They've got to be careful as Katie Sharon already wants to attack again. Her shot is denied. And now playing on the near sideline, tussling for possession. It's going to be Kearsarge here with the free hit. Two and a half minutes left in this one as Newport looking to close this one out with a nice 5-goal lead over Kearsarge. Tanya Sanchez hoping to play this one inside. Has Erica Sayer camping down near the goal. Maybe for a possible deflection. Now it's Katie Sharon. She'll try and fire one in. Peyton Blackington spins with it on her stick. Another penalty corner coming up. Teams are winded here in the final 90 seconds of a hard-worked game. This one rolls in. Katie Sharon settles it. Tries to get it to Tanya Sanchez. That pass bounces over her stick. Hannah Fellows tried to pass that one laterally, and it hit off the bottom of the foot of Katie Sharon. Turned over via the free hit. Now it's Tori Wooten coming up the field. That one gets stolen away. Whistle blown on the far side. Free hit coming up. Katie Sharon to take it. Final minute of play now. Make sure you stay tuned at the end for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. Inching this one into the circle. Whistle blown. Going to be obstruction on Newport this time. Kearsarge trying to break out in a hurry. Final 30 seconds now. Natasha Carpenter settles, cuts inside. Kearsarge maybe with one final chance here. 10 seconds left. They've got themselves a free hit. And that'll be the final whistle here. Final score, Newport 6, Kearsarge 1. Your HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. With a hat trick, it's going to be Maddox Lovely. And especially her second goal of the game. Complete highlight reel stuff from her. And that is going to be all for today. For Andrew on the camera, Greg on production, I've been Berkeley Stevens. Thanks for watching YCN coverage of local sports.
At Wounded Warrior Project, while we all deal with the effects of COVID-19, our greatest concern is for the health and safety of our nation's wounded heroes, especially those who are at increased risk due to their service to our nation and those who are even now more isolated. We are connecting with warriors and families by adapting our free life-changing programs, including increased phone and video support and online services. The need has never been greater, and we've never been more committed. Please support warriors today.
Some say e-cigarettes aren't dangerous.
But science shows nicotine can harm teens' developing brains.
No matter how they're exposed.
Let's do an experiment to find out.
Here's a teen who won't be using e-cigarettes.
Now we need one willing to risk their brain development.
Care to volunteer your kid?